Radical.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to Radical Rapid Fire Comment Response for January 11th through the 17th. Starting us out here, we got Claiming Mine. I own 3 copies of San Andreas because same reason, and God forbid one copy got damaged, I have 2 backups. Well, the reason I got multiple copies of the game is not because I just wanted to have multiple copies of it. I got the PlayStation 2 version because I wanted to see what it looked like on the PlayStation 2 console. And I wanted to kind of compare that version versus the PC. And I have the 360 version. I got the 360 version, the digital download, for like I think $3. Yeah, so I have different copies of it on different platforms because I want to see what it looks like. I'm just kind of curious. If you have multiple copies of it on one platform, I think it's really not necessary because San Andreas, even though it's a great game, it is not rare. So yeah, it's not one of those games to where there's going to be, you're never going to have trouble finding a copy and a copy for cheap, is what I'm saying. Social Gamer. I know this is off topic, but one of my all-time negative encounters was with Gamester81. I walked up to him to express that I was a fan of his channel at PAX East in Boston, and when I approached him and said, Gamester, since YouTube channel, in a very chill manner, I'm a grown-ass man, he just looked at me with an expression of who the hell is this guy? At that very moment, he was placed on my shit list of retro YouTubers and unsuccessful as well as avoid any of his content and the internet. What a fucking douchebag. Okay. So you said to him, approached him and said, Gamester, since YouTube channel. Is that all you said? You went up to him and said, Gamester, since YouTube channel. I would probably be a little weirded out too. I'd be like, what? What the fuck is this guy saying to me? Now, I mean, I want to believe you here, Social Gamer, but he doesn't seem like that type. Now, Pat the Nest Punk, a lot of people have told me that what you said there describes Pat the Nest Punk to a T. In fact, someone replied to your comment saying that they met Gamester81, said he was a sweetheart, but that sounds more like Pat the Nest Punk. George Alves. I think being a full-time successful YouTuber is a pathway to slavery sooner or later. It's a very unhealthy way of living. It's a legitimate one, nevertheless. What seems obvious to me is that the sort of fame that YouTube offers is the one that no one desires. You will end up being a public personality, but being lonely and enslaved is part of the process. The happiest YouTubers are the ones that see it as a hobby. You can't put a price on that. That's a great way of putting it. You know, it's the kind of fame that really nobody desires, right? You look at YouTube fame and YouTube famous. You know, I mean, who really wants to be famous Gamester81? You know? I mean, like, that's a weird kind of fame. But then you have all these creepy people coming up to you saying these weird broken sentences and you look at them kind of weird and then they go to another channel in the future complaining that, you know, you're a douchebag and they unsubscribed. And you're just like, what the hell's going on here? This person has a speech impediment or something like that, you know? But yeah, I don't want fame. I don't want YouTube fame. I get kind of sick and tired of everyone coming by and telling me, hey, Rick, you'll never be YouTube famous. You're just jelly of all these other YouTubers. I'm like, I don't want to be famous. You know? I mean, if I want that to happen, then I don't know, maybe I will start uploading like 10 times a day. I could do it. It's not really that difficult. YouTube is really not that difficult for someone like myself. And I think what happens is, George Alves, is a lot of people, well, they get jealous of me. You know, they don't know how to upload anything interesting and they don't know how to hold and captivate an audience and they get kind of jealous, you know, and I would actually work with some of these people if I had the time, you know, but like James Rolfe, I can't train a lot of you to be great YouTubers. All right. So I'm going to pull a James Rolfe on that one. Matt Dragon. How do you feel about the new open world Star Wars game coming soon? I feel EA really dropped the ball and a new company is taking over. I guess we will all have to see what happens now. Well, I haven't kept up with that. I didn't hear that there's a open world Star Wars game coming out. But hell, everything's going open world, so I thought it would just be a matter of time. Now, a lot of people said the open world Dragon Ball game was not that bad. Dragon Ball Sagas. It has potential. I mean, it has potential to be good. When you put open world with Star Wars, open world role-playing game, I would assume, you know, maybe, yeah, would there be different classes? you would have to explain to me what it would be about for me to tell you if it's going to be good or not. It could be a total, complete dumpster fire, or it could be great. It just kind of depends, just kind of depends. The Winged Avenger. Great comment by Energy Turtle. Speaking of retro games, I want to make you guys aware that a game is coming out on January 26th called Cyber Shadow. I think you especially, Rick, would like this one. It's a clone of Ninja Gaiden, which I know you're a fan of. This one is from the makers of Shovel Knight, so we can expect great things. Ooh, the makers of Shovel Knight. We can expect maybe a lot of limited copies. I don't know. Is there like a lot of limited run copies? Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Sorry, I got mixed up. Something else I was thinking about making an upload on with this. So disregard that. There was a game that I loved. What was it called? I did a player pass talking about that one game where you can rewind time that reminded me of Ninja Gaiden and everything. I love those type of games. I do. And then there's another one that I'm playing called The Messenger. Haven't got that far in that one. There's a theme to where I kind of start playing these games and then I go on to something else and I might play the first couple levels and I'm like, well, that was pleasant. That was nice. And then I never get back to them and I never finished them. But you said this one's called Cyber Shadow. I will check that out. That might be definitely one, might be up my alley. Probably is. Carson A. The video they made is so strange. I guess they just thought the guy taking a dump. Were you talking about the Radical Reggie and Metal Jesus video from 2016? At his house, the game collection deal. I guess they just thought a guy taking a dump and glamour shots of his crap car was funny, along with the fridge and the fist bump scene. All of it's so bizarre to me. I don't know, man. If he actually chooses to live like that, it's weird. Hopefully he doesn't prioritize his game collection over essentials. Think too late for that. I guess it's not much of my business anyways. I only watch him for info reasons to discover more games. Well, sometimes, when someone uploads something like that on the internet, some people might say, it's none of your business. It's none of your business. But you're uploading that to the public. It's kind of weird. It's like Metal Jesus and Radical Reggie, they upload these videos and then we're not supposed to discuss them? That's kind of weird. Like, I'm getting mixed signals here. Are we just only supposed to say certain things? Like, very good video, very good game collection. I wish I had that game collection. Is that what we're all supposed to, do? I don't agree with that. And you say that you only watch those videos for info on more video games? Kind of weird, because I'm always told that, people go to their channels because of the MGR crew. But could it be it's just because of the video games? That's a shocker to me. Boston Rock Spot. My entire NES collection is officially sold. At least the kid that bought the whole lot will enjoy it. It was nice how he lit up when I brought him the box containing my entire NES collection. I'm glad it's going to a good home. It sold within 2 days of putting it up on Craigslist. My Sega Genesis collection goes next. This could be a little harder to move. I don't know. I think with collectors, they definitely would go for the NES, but you said you're selling it just to a person, kid, right? Well, I hope that kid, there's a lot of crappy NES games is what I'm saying. Boston Rock Spot. Okay, there's some games in there that, Bayou Billy and some crap games. Some really difficult games. Well, some games that are not that bad, but just like terrible, terrible difficulty. I don't know if that kid's going to have a lot of fun, and I hope you sold it to that kid and their family at a discount and everything. Unless you had some rare hidden gems in there, worth a lot of money. Yeah. Here's my plan, Boston Rock Spot. I'm going to get through all the letters of my physical collection. And then once I've gotten through all of it, ironically, I'm probably going to sell most of it. Because I find myself, I'm dusting off these games just to use them for show-off Saturdays. So, I want to have a collection of games that I regularly play or will play or intend to play at some point. So I'm going to do my part, just like you, to kind of sell off some of the collection. if you realize you're not playing a lot of the games, then, unless you really want to hold onto them as future investments, which is, kind of silly in most cases, because the bubble will pop at some point, I just don't really get it, Matt Dragon, thanks for another great video. Strange enough, James just released a new video today. It wasn't anything too spectacular, and kind of lackluster for someone who's really big. Was it like maybe on that channel a week ago or 2 weeks ago that there was an upload? So there's not a lot of uploads on that channel, which is kind of weird when you think about it, because you're talking about Cinemassacre, like crown jewel of Screenwave. You're thinking that channel is going to have a lot of uploads, but not so much. Not so much. It's kind of weird. And that upload was him talking about some funny movies for 20 minutes. When you say he released a video, Matt, you got to understand, it's probably not him. Meaning, he probably showed up to read things off a teleprompter. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell what is James and what is not James, because, that's really not his channel anymore. Tyson Carpenter, James has a day job. Okay, Tyson, I ask in an upload, if anyone knows what James's day job is, leave it in the comment section. I'm still waiting. This was 4 days ago. Tyson, come back and tell me, what is James's day job? Does he work at Kinko's? FedEx? Autobell Car Wash? What's his day job? Alternate universe cuts. I wanted to watch this 8-minute video to the end, sadly. I just don't have the time. Oh, okay. I see what you did there. Well, alternative universe cuts. I wanted to give a longer response to this comment, but you know what? I don't fucking have time. Eddie from Texas. Only donation I'll give is to Tara Babcock. At least she shows you trim pics. Woo. I hope you're joking, Eddie. You really giving money to Tara Babcock? What have we talked about? We give money to no e-beggars, especially the ones that, show off trim. Okay? You're not going to experience that trim. You're not going to. Okay? So the thing is, you look at the market, Eddie. You look at the market. All right? I don't know what you're doing with these trim pics. I don't know if you put the hand down your pants when, you get these Tara pictures. I'm not sure. But I'll tell you right now, X-Hamster, okay? X-Hamster, okay? Just get on there. It's free. Well, I think they might have a paid version, but the point stands. If all you need to do is get rid of the little Eddies, you don't have to spend a penny. That's the glory of the internet. Okay? X and XX. I'm just saying. And last but not least, we got P.O. Box Christmas. Surprised that the White Knights haven't wrote in yet again, writing out mountains of scripture on this one right here, guys. Rob talks about drama channels, yet he's one of the biggest drama channels online. Not only does he rant on other YouTubers all the time, he also puts his own personal drama on his channel, and he makes countless rant videos taunting a legally mentally disabled guy. He also stopped by to speak out against people having ads on their videos, yet he has commercials on his videos. How do I find this out? One of his own fans actually brought it up on his channel. He also blocks people and deletes critical comments also mentioned by his own fans on his channel. What's up, snitches? Yeah, it's pretty bad. That's pretty bad when your own people are actually going to rat you out, right? But let's talk about one thing on here, which is you said that he puts his own stuff, his own drama on his channel, and he talks about the YouTubers. The thing is, what separates drama from actually having issues, legitimate issues, sometimes it's a thin line. All right, P.O. Box Christmas? I think there's a way. Hell, I do it all the time. There's a way to actually, put your thoughts together in a creative upload, a very well done upload, and hit all your points. And I think, giving him some credit, he's had some pretty good uploads. He's got some pretty good criticism a lot of the time. So you gotta understand, when I criticize him for being an e-beggar, it's not taking away from what I think sometimes is some good uploads that he has. Okay? So he's not a terrible YouTuber by any stretch of the imagination, right? He even came here, and one of the first things he said 4 months ago was like, hey man, you know, you have a nice channel. I'm like, okay, yeah. So I think we have kind of an understanding that, you know, both of us upload pretty good content from time to time. The thing is, I don't understand how someone can say, hey, this guy, you know what's messed up with this guy? He has ads. And then he has ads. Or, hey, you know, this Rick guy, what's up with this guy is he's deleting comments. And then he's deleting comments. Funny thing, if you remember that first day when he came to the channel and made an accusation that I was, you know, deleting all the comments from people from his channel, it was kind of funny and hilarious when I started one by one approving all those comments from people on his channel. And then I responded to most of those people in the comment section. So I just thought that was kind of hilarious. But yeah, it's weird if you have snitches from a channel. I probably have a couple snitches here. You know, maybe some people that are just kind of chilling low key. And then they might go somewhere else and say, hey, you know what, Dreamcast guy? You know, Dreamcast guy, Rick uploaded a video talking about you being a liar. Well, there's about 27 of those uploaded today of people calling me a liar. I don't know if I'll get time to actually respond to that one. Maybe. Have a great day, guys.